guys, Tish over here, how you doing today? So I know that Mexicus4666 made a video about these, even though he managed to split them all up into different videos, but I thought I would cover all the different things that I heard about them into one video. And it's basically, I'm going to blanket term this whole thing into the extent that people will go to get hold of a Nekroz deck. Now there's 3 different examples I can give here, and it all, for some reason, came from Zodiac, right? And I can't find a picture for one of them, but I could find a picture for the others, and we'll have a quick talk about them, and we'll just try and try and understand exactly why people do what they do. Some people will, I don't know, spend a hell of a lot of money to buy a deck, right? And that's fine, because if you have the money, then it's fine, right? If you don't have the money, then don't buy the deck, right? Don't use some silly workaround that's going to get you in trouble to buy a deck that isn't guaranteed to get you wins. It's a good deck, but it's not worth, I don't know, getting a credit card, buying the deck, and then cancelling it. Yes, because that is what happened. So one guy managed to actually buy the deck using a credit card and then cancelled his account thinking that he could just pay it back without interest and then he'd be done. He'd just pay it back, right? Done. So, oh, I'll get paid in a month's time, it'll be done, right? Turns out, no, you can't do that. So he doesn't obviously get his payments, he doesn't get to pay the company, and the credit card company will start repossessing his stuff because he doesn't have the money to pay them back, and he starts getting a lot of trouble. His credit rating goes... So he loses everything because he thought buying a Nekroz deck with a credit card would be a good idea, right? So it's pretty stupid, but people will do that anyway. Anyway, I've got another one. So this one actually has a source, and I'll put it on the screen. And let's paraphrase exactly what he was saying. So, okay. So today I was at my locals, and a guy who was a casual player ever since I've known him decided to play Nekroz since he loves rituals and he decided it was the best deck for him. So he goes over to the owner and asks how much is a Nekroz core, and the owner replied with an estimate of around $700. Quickly, he realized it was way out of his price range, decided to sit down and complain about how absurd the price of the deck was. Soon after, he left for a couple of minutes and asked the owner for a Nekroz deck core again, and bam, he popped out $700 for the deck core, and we quickly asked him how he got the money, and his answer was, I sold my wedding ring. He actually went out of the venue and sold his wedding ring at a pawn shop or something, came back and then used $700 that he got from his wedding ring to buy a Nekroz deck. It's like, why would you do that? It's so stupid. It's so unbelievably stupid. So, okay, so you're a married man, right? So one, you're married playing Yu-Gi-Oh, right? But if you want to do that, that's fine. If it's a hobby, then that's fine, right? So you're a married man, presumably in your 30s or late 20s or something, and so you have an expensive wedding ring, right? You usually earn from an income. So we can assume that you are a well-adjusted man with probably a family, with a wife, and all that stuff, and you play Yu-Gi-Oh, but you don't seem to have the money for a Nekroz deck. So okay, we won't go into that one. So he thinks, oh, I want to play Nekroz, but I don't have the deck. So why not just sell my wedding ring? Well, realistically, the reason why you don't do that is because there is a certain extent of which you will go in terms of doing something that you love, but one of those things is not sacrificing something else that you love in order to maintain Yu-Gi-Oh, right, in your life, right? So you can play a different deck, you can play your Senjus, you can play Ritual Beast, you can play something cheap, right? But completely destroying your social personal life by selling your wedding ring and possibly destroying, your marriage, right? By just completely taking your wife's trust away, right? You now just bought a Nekroz deck, so now that you destroyed everything, right? So it's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's stupid. Don't ever do it. Don't ever sell your wedding ring to buy a Nekroz deck, okay? I know it's expensive, but, I really hope he got more than $700 for his ring, because that would be really retarded just to sell the ring just to buy a Nekroz deck, What? Okay, the last thing, right? This is not something that a person would go, but it's someone who made a huge mistake. So the last thing is, I got my tax check and I just ordered a case of Secrets of Eternity. I hope to pull a lot of Nekroz and to get the money back. So what is the issue with this, right? So one, we know for a fact that Bionic is 1 in every 5 boxes on average, right? Some people buy you know, 2 boxes and pull 3 Bionics out of 2 boxes, which is great, you know, if you pull that, but you are an anomaly. So you have to remember that while you're the one pulling 2 Bionics out of a box, there is someone who pulls 1 Bionic in 10 boxes, right? You have to remember that, which is why the average case is always going to be 5 boxes. So don't try and say otherwise, right? So we know that even by buying a case, you're not guaranteed to buy the entire deck. You may not even get all the Trishulas and all the Valkyries that you need, right? So we know that, right? So buying a case is a stupid thing, and then buying a case of the wrong set. So the only actual Nekroz stuff he's going to get is Dance Princess, Gungnir, and Illusion, and that's it, right? And then there's all this other stuff which he's not going to pull. He's going to keep opening stuff and realizing he's bought the wrong case. So paying $600 or $700 for a case of a set which actually isn't the right set, you know? Only on Zodiac. Only on Zodiac. So that's it. So, you know, comment down below your opinions of this stuff. If you think that people, you know, you wonder how people are so stupid, how people would actually go to that extent to buy a Nekroz deck, and then they actually are. They really are that stupid. So, you know, only on Zodiac. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe, and like my Facebook group and all that stuff. So thanks for watching, and until next time, the Thetcglover is out.